Hi everyone, it's Christina. How you doing? I finally got my cell phone stand, and so I can have both hands free. I got it over a week ago, actually I think 2 weeks ago, but my son and I had the flu, and it took us a week to get over it. Like, we actually had the flu. It was horrible. I haven't had the flu in years. But anyway, I've been back to creating in between classes and school and work. I had spring break last week, and I got some stuff done for a lady that I've been pen paling with that I met on the site. So this is my first ever complete junk journal that I made over the weekend, not this Saturday, but the last Saturday. I love this quote. I used to have it on my computer as my wall when I worked at the Women's Center in my town. And I kept it pretty simple. It's 5 by 3. And I did a paper collection, a digital paper collection, which I have to look up the name again, and I will link it down below. I can't remember the name at this point. I'm horrible with that. But this is the first page. I'm going to open this up. I backed it with the cover with craft cardstock. And I bought that on sale at Michael's for $2 a pack. I loaded up. I should have got more craft packs than color, but oh well. And then I did a pocket there. This is printed on regular paper, okay. This is part of the collection too. And then I had a journal that had plain paper in it that I've never used, so I pulled it out, took the paper out of that. And I kept a lot of blank space to write and decorate. I did some stamping here. I had sewing on the back from the next page, so I wanted to make use of that. And then I have, that says Fly. That's also from the same kit that I bought on Etsy. This is from Pinterest. This is on the typewriter paper that I found at the thrift store. I found 2 boxes full of Southworth paper, 500 sheets a piece for $8.99 for both packs. If you get on eBay, they're at least $20 and up for a pack of 500. It gets a little ridiculous on some of the prices and some of the onion skin paper, typing paper that you can't find anymore. There's another page. This is from a book, an old book that I got at the thrift store. I used the plain pages that they have in the front. I have a little, I put Dream Away under there. I didn't really like how it's stamped out, so I covered it with that, but you could also tuck something under there if you wanted to. I have these little envelopes that I got at the thrift store probably about a year ago. So I pulled those out and stuck them on. And I put a piece of purple cardstock. I love purple. It's my absolute favorite color. It has been since I was a child. And it's also, ironically, the awareness color for domestic violence, which I am a survivor of and an advocate. And I advocate heavily on social media, and I have for the last 5 years, between Damsels in Distress that I have on Facebook, and also I have a big platform on LinkedIn, and I have over 2,000 connections and followers, and I post a lot about narcissistic abuse and domestic violence as well. You'll probably hear me talk about that from time to time. This is from a paper pad from Hobby Lobby. This is a printout from the digital kit that I used. This is from an old book. I just tore off the edge to give it a worn, old, raggedy, well, not raggedy look, but you know what I mean. And then I did a tuck spot here. This paper is K & Company. This paper right here is out of the same notebook. It has this paper and the other paper that I showed you. This is from an English-French dictionary. I thought this was really cool. I wanted to use these for like a folder, but they're too thin, so I glued them on. And then I have my signature here, which I did a little backwards, and I see what I did. So I put this on here, little ball pin, just to kind of... But since I'm the one that's going to be using it, I don't really mind it. And then I did have faith. Sorry if the lighting's bad. It's really, like, cloudy out today, so I'm trying to... There we go. Maybe that's a little better. Sorry about that. Bear with me, as this is my first time filming hands-free, so... Okay. And then I have another little tuck spot here. I stamped that, and I didn't like the color, so I took a ticket that I printed out off of Pinterest, and I just added a couple things here. And then that. And then I did a pocket, and I put a couple pieces of this paper that I cut in half from a tablet. And then I did a couple pieces of the onion skin typing paper for whatever. Just a little word of advice: if you do print anything on the onion skin typing paper, which I have done and I love it, I'm addicted to it, and I'm trying not to go through my paper. It's what I use for the Native American Indian Journal covers that I made, that I'm in the process of making, because they print out beautifully. You just have to watch with the ink, because when it prints out, it's a little wet, so you have to let it sit and dry for a minute, and then it's fine. I have been on a printing spree, so and I looked up the paper on eBay, and I found 2 packs for $23, one for $23 and one for $25. After that, it gets ridiculously expensive, but, so yeah. And if you try to glue that paper down, the only thing that I find that works is Fabri-Tac for it. Everything else that I've used has not really worked on it because of the onion skin texture. So anyway, let me keep going so I don't keep this long. And then there's another little envelope that I had in that pack from the thrift store. I think I got that pack for like $25. Or, I mean, 25 cents. Oh my gosh, I haven't had enough coffee today. Sorry, I had a Facebook notification. It was actually from Kelly Snow from Junk Journals, etc., which I belong to. And here's another tuck spot. There's nothing under there. And then I put Dream Away. And I did the arrows in pink that I have with that same stamp set that I've been using throughout. And then another, like, folder pocket. And then I did Count Your Blessings. And that's the back of the paper. I hope the lighting's okay. I'm dealing with cloudiness, and then I'm still getting used to this light. This is a beautiful digital kit, and I will link the shop at the bottom. I'm horrible with names, and I should have looked that up before I started the video. But also, real quick, I'm just going to show you what I have started. The Native American images that I got from Pinterest. And beautiful images. And then I did that up here because I'm going to either do like a ribbon tassel or a charm dangle or ribbon and charms, or maybe sari with some charms. I haven't decided yet. And I may do a sari closure here or sew it here. This is the same size as the one that I just showed you. Let me move this back just a little bit here. I'm going to keep it one signature with 15 pages. That would give you 30 pages altogether. I'm finding, as I'm starting to make these, I'm finding that I like a more minimal style. Not a lot of, not detail, but busyness going on. So I don't like to junk up an entire page with a million things. I haven't decided, once I finish these, if I'm going to add ephemera with it, that you can do your own thing. I'm definitely going to include tags. I made this one right here, and I took the wrap that we, the crinkle wrap for packages and stuff and baskets, and I was able to tie it around and give it that look. And I think that it was meant for the other journal, but I think that will be really cool in these. It just gives it that feel. I don't know, it reminds me of Native American when I put it up to here, just the pattern of it. And so I think that I will be doing some Native American tags and putting this on the top. So we'll see. I'll try it out and play with it a little bit. I have, on Thursday, I cut all these out and cornered them, the front cover and the back, to back it, to make it strong. And then I found some beautiful, beautiful images. Some people might think this is creepy looking and scary looking, but this is actually a picture of a warrior, I believe, and a crow warrior you can see up here. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful painting. I've been drawn to it for a long time, since I found it on Pinterest. I found these images that are really cool on Pinterest. You can see, like, the ink wasn't fully dry when I picked it up and I was cutting it down, but I'm going to leave it like that. Beautiful, man. I have a whole board full of, I just love how the colors come out this, of warriors and chiefs. This is actually a dog soldier from the Cheyenne tribe. This is a painting. There is a story behind the dog soldiers, which I don't remember the whole thing, so I'm not going to get into it. Maybe I'll save it for another one. These are some paintings off of Pinterest. I probably need copyrights. I don't know. But I'm going to use them anyway. I love this one with the mountain behind it. I love this picture. This is a, I want to say crow warrior, crow Native American. I have a board called Native American Warriors, and then I have a board Native American. And this is the guy who took the photos back in the day of them back in the 1800s, 1900s. I have to do a little research on the photographer. But I love this picture. And I love this picture too. And I think this is very interesting. Like the beads and the earrings and the, I mean, it's just very intriguing. I'm trying to research this picture to make sure this is in fact Sacagawea. I'm not exactly sure this is her. You can't believe everything you read on Pinterest, so I'm researching to see if this is her or not. I don't even know if there's any photos of her, because it was in the 1700s whenever she did the expedition with Lewis and Clark, and she endured a lot of pain and anguish and trauma, and I'm not going to get into all that right now. This is Quanah Parker. He was the last Comanche chief. He is known as one of the greatest chiefs that ever lived. And his mother was actually white and was a capture of the Comanche, and she chose to live with them, married his father, and bore 3 children, and he was one of them. If you Google him and look him up, it's very interesting. And this is, I might butcher this name, Naish, and he is from, I can't remember the tribe, but I have to Google that too as well. But I love this picture. I think it's, again, my fingerprints. I thought the ink was dry when I was cutting it. So you might want to let them dry if you print on onion skin paper ever. Just for like maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes before you pick them up. So that's that. And then hopefully I will have these done in the next week. I try to fit this in between child, work, and school. So I hope you'll stay with me and follow me as I do more videos and I try to get better at them. And I thank you for following. Have a great day. Bye.